Hi, this is Bill. So thank you for watching this video. And today we'll be discussing how to export data from ServiceNow. The way we'll approach it today, we'll first show you how to manually do it from a list of records, exporting a single record, how to export a file using a mid server with a file path, and also exporting through the URL. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe and join as a member to have early access to videos and to support free videos like this. Now, what you're seeing in the screen is a dev environment, and this is your laboratory that will help you experiment, make mistakes, and you will not be liable if you break something inside the production environment. So if you haven't done creating a laboratory or a dev environment, I've created a specific or a dedicated video just for that so you can follow along, and you'll find it at the end of the screen. Now, as I navigate to the left, let us type in incident.list, and this will take you to all the list of records, which is basically sitting inside the incident table. And it also represents the incident module inside the ITSM. So exporting this list of records to a specific file type is quite straightforward. And all you need to do is navigate to the context menu. As you click, you go to export. And as you export, you will decide which file type is more appropriate for you. And now this is all records, so you can be really specific. For example, as you navigate to the filter menu, and let us say all you want to export to a file is only all active incidents. And as we basically filter them out and run it, and you will see that the number of records has now went down to 45. And from there, you can do the same action by going to the context menu, going to export, and choose your file type. So this is quite powerful in exporting your data and only ensuring the right records that you would like to see will also be exported. And to further help you, you can also right click on a specific column and row. So what we're doing, only matching records which are also in progress. And as we do that, you will see that all the records now has been trimmed down to 21. And you can now go back to the context menu and go to configure or export to a specific file type. Now, and let us drill down to one of the record. So we have basically shown you how to export all records or a specific record which is active and also in progress. And now let us drill down to a record. And now we can export this one record by going to the context menu and going to export and do the same. And now you can see the difference of like from the list type and also in a specific record. Now, as we go a bit advanced in exporting files in an automated manner, so ServiceNow has an export module. So let us navigate to the application navigator. And as we type in export, so just to ensure that this is keyword driven and you have spelled it correctly. So we have export sets, and inside the export set, it will give you the ability to export a record or records into a specific file path. So let us navigate to the documentation in documentation of ServiceNow. And as you do a search in the top right filter, as you type in exports, it will take you to this page where you can have more information on exporting data to an external file. So on this documentation, it shows you using export sets and also using the export directly from a URL. And if you see that this video is finding value to you, please don't forget to join as a member, like and subscribe to further support my channel. Now let us drill down to export sets. So this will show you what are the necessary steps in exporting data into a file. So first on the left, you have the navigation. So step by step, this is a prerequisite. You start from the top before moving to the next step. And as we drill down to create an export set, you need to have a required role to be able to do it. And eventually, as I navigate back to the admin menu, I am super admin. The ability to do an export set, all you need to have is an export set admin role added to your user. And let us scroll down further. So this documentation shares you the description of each of the field. So you'll see here that you navigate to the export set. And what I like to take notice that you will need the mid server because ServiceNow is a cloud environment, and to be able to save the specific record or records to a file or a folder within your network, a mid server is required. So the transaction from your cloud environment, which is ServiceNow, down to your network folder, you will need a mid server and also a file path. So before moving to the step of like creating export set, an export target record is necessary or a prerequisite before creating an export set. And as you scroll down further, so this gives you a guide in entering a descriptive name. So depending on what records you're trying to export, make the name descriptive to the action that you're trying to do. Now let us see this in action by moving to the actual dev environment, and let us start with the export targets by creating new. So it has already the fields of as mentioned. So the three important things to create an export target is the mid server and also the file path. And after creating this export target, then you can move forward with the export set. And I'd like you to take notice of the notification that has appeared. So ServiceNow is helping you already on how to create an export target. And the file path also will be based on how your network folders are also structured. So you may be needing to ask help from your networks team because there could be some security parameters in ensuring the file path is basically correct. Now, as you successfully created this export target, it will now allow you to create an export set. So let us drill down to the export set. So as you do the export, it will append with the file name and use the correct object to correctly export it to a specific file type. And as we scroll down, since you already configured the export target, then you could do a search on what you have created in the export target. Now you can associate it to the export set. And one of the key aspects, initially we defined the export target, which place and what mid server you'll be utilizing to do your export. And the most important step or prerequisite that you need to do is to establish an export definition. So what it means, where is the record coming from to be able to complete this export set? Now, as we move forward to export definition and create a new one, since ServiceNow is governed by a data model, which is your tables, and our example earlier was incident, so you can now also navigate to incident table and only filter out the correct fields that you are willing to export to your network folder. And before we move forward to the export URL, I'd like to summarize how to create an export set. First, you need to create an export definition. What you're seeing now on the screen, this is where your record and files and fields that you would be using that you would like to have access to your network folder. And the next step is the export target, where you define the mid server and the file path where your files will be sitting after a successful export. And finally, you will go to your export set to associate the source and the destination and the file type that you would like to export. And now let us move forward to the other type of exporting data, which is exporting directly from a URL. So as you can see here, there's no rule required, but there are certain prerequisites for accessing the URL. And I fully recommend to create a service account that is specific to what type of record you're trying to export. So this will be, for example, a group you create a specific service account to a group that will have access for basic authentication. So basic authentication is having a username and password in a role with ACL that you can access only the specific field and record or records that you're trying to access. And as you have that established, you can now navigate to the record using a URL. So the query parameters is what's going to build the filters, like what you've seen earlier, that we filter out a specific field, what is active, is true, and we also filter out what's in progress. So the query parameters is the same, but you're doing it in the URL. So the URL is this highlighted URL here, but to be specific, your instance URL pattern will be your instance or your instance name as your root URL, and one form is to suffix your root URL with this example. So to give you a live demo, on your laboratory, you can copy the root URL, paste it, then copy the suffix, and after you do that, then click enter. By combining, you are already navigating to your incident list. So you can replace this table name depending on what record type or records that you're trying to export. So familiarity of your table name is quite important or prerequisite by exporting directly from a URL. So as you build your query parameters, and on this example is a CSV, so you just need to concatenate and put them together. And the question mark, so this is the start of your query parameter. So if you're not or doesn't have a developer or software engineering background, so this could be challenging. So you may need to ask for help from someone technical who has administrative experience or software engineering experience to give you some help. Now, as I move forward, you will see the pattern here. You have the root URL, the table name into a list, and now the pattern, which is on this type is XML. And what we're trying to say here is like on this XML type format in this ServiceNow instance name, I want you to filter out only records under the incident list, which is priority one. And to give you further example of the query parameters, so I'd like you to remember that the question mark, that is the start of the query parameters, the table name, then the type, and you can see the end sign is a pattern of the URI, and you are passing a parameter. So you have a query parameter, which is filtering out, and you have another query parameter, which is doing an order by assigned to field. And you can see this divider, which is an N. So as you get familiarized with the field name and the table name, which is quite important, and also the security parameter, which is your access that I showed you earlier, the basic authentication, then you will be able to successfully export using the URL. Now that you have learned how to build the URL from a ServiceNow instance and the necessary queries, and you can now use the programmatic calls to be able to access the data from ServiceNow. And on this example, you can use C# and using C# objects like system.net and system.io using the console, you can fully utilize this code script. So you'll have a download file method from the system.io, which is pointed to the query that you're doing. So what you're doing here is like you pass the URL, so you will have the instance name specific, your table name, your type, and also your filters. And as you do that, you will need another step on where to send your file. So this is a file path example, which is your C drive test folder, and exporting it to a specific file type. And as you scroll down further, you will need to use the streaming, so the stream object. So as you declare your stream object and your response object using web response, so the download file that you called earlier, which is this method here, should contain this. So now by hierarchy, you're calling this code in the main or method main. Then as you create a static type of method, and you need to populate this script here to be callable inside your method main. And as you do that, let us scroll down further. Make sure that you also follow the try catch. So as you do a try, any errors that you've done can be debugged using the e.message object. And finally, as you do a catch, and if no error happens or an error happens, this code will run. So this code is also quite important because you are closing the stream, because the streaming is you're opening a pipe from the ServiceNow database object down to your network to your local computer. And closing it is very important. Otherwise, you will have memory leaks on both ends. And the bytes process is quite important because you get to trace also how big your data is, and you may want to limit the amount of records that you are exporting from the source, which is ServiceNow, and down to your destination, which is your local folder. So in summary, we have discussed three types of doing an export file using different file types. First is going to the incident.list. Second is using export set. And finally, exporting directly from a URL. I hope you find this helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and join as a member to further support videos like this.